have to be a video on the NAF camera. So it's going, and the battery said 100%, and then after about 5 or so minutes it turned off. So yeah, here's a fire. If I have any, because I'm going away for a while, so if I have any fires when I'm over with the relatives, I'll take a video of it. Fire. It's good, isn't it? I like fire. Do you like fire? Let me know if you like fire. Plus, if I get engagement, as they called it, which is, you know, people leaving comments on it, it goes up in the algorithms. And if that happens, I can be unmonetized. Nah. Honestly, if you do feel like saying something, then obviously, you know, write it down. But if you're new to these videos, they started off as a joke 3 years ago when I was watching an acquaintance starting a fire, and I said, right, I'm going to do a video starting a fire as well, because I got annoyed at why did I get annoyed at him starting a fire? It wasn't as if it affected me. It was like, well, you know, so I just got my firelighters. They're edible firelighters. Got them ready. Did it start as a joke? It did. But as it turns out, I actually quite enjoy lighting fires and then having a little chat about the firelight. And also gives me a chance to just have a little chat about anything that's on my mind. So one could argue it's therapeutic. Yeah, let's go with that then. I find it therapeutic. And let's see if I can move this kindling over. A couple of sticks there. Based on previous experience, this reaction's not going to sustain itself, and I need to get some coal in, because once again my scuttle's gone empty. I was trying to order some glue for my fire rope, but the guys will only sell me glue if I buy some rope with it, and I thought, oh well, you know what, I always end up needing new rope as well, so I just ordered some new rope, and I ordered 12mm thick, because I think I should have measured it, but I mean, to me, is that like is that half an inch? Well, half an inch is 12mm. So yeah, that probably is 12mm. And as you can see, it compressed on the side there. That's where it started to fray. Yeah. Get a fire going. Have a bath. Do some washing up with the hot water that's left over. I did some washing up last night, but then I thought to myself, I don't want to do the rest of this. The water's too cold and my fingers hurt. It's an old drafty house. Unless you're willing to spend a fortune keeping the fire stoked all day long and having it burn hot, then everywhere in the house that isn't a room with a fire, like this one, ends up cold. So I've got to admit, sometimes, especially with the inefficient burn that I get thanks to the seal being broken on this, I end up just hugging a hot water bottle and putting more layers on. I've found my pyjama trousers, so I've started wearing those and wear them on top of my normal trousers, so I have 2 free layers on my legs and multiple layers of socks, and wear multiple shirts and vests, and then the jumper, sometimes 2 jumpers on top of that. And yeah, I am looking forward to the spring. It'll be nice when I step on the ground with a single pair of socks and my shoes, and my feet don't go numb from the cold. Well, numb would be alright. It's the painful ache that happens before the numbness. And I'll be looking forward to my car journey, because in my car I can whack up the heat full blast, and then for the first 10 miles it's nice to have it. I think it got to about 27 degrees at one point in my car, which was nice. And then after that you can just put the heat down to something more reasonable. And then I'll be on the ferry, and that'll be nice and warm. And then I can be in somewhere else. And yeah, it'll be good. I'll be arriving very early in France, and my granddad said, "Oh, can you?" See, he'll put me up in his house. He says, "Can you come later in the day? Because if you get there for 5 in the morning, I'll be asleep." And I said, "Yeah, you know what? It's not a problem." And then I had to look. I thought, well, I could go to some horrible truck service station for a few hours, or alternatively, for not a horrible cost, I could go to a converted French chateau and have a room and stay there until chucking out time, which I think is 11 o'clock. So I could have maybe it's 11 o'clock the next day. So if I book a room for one night, yeah, I'll have to double check with them and just say, hey, look, if I get this for one night, my plan is I come, you know, I'll be there about 3 in the morning, French time, and I'd like to have a nap, so maybe I could, you know, stay here before 11. Who knows? Maybe it'll just be a case of, well, look, if you come in at 3 and if you leave at 11, we'll do you a reduced rate. So I'll negotiate with them, or they'll just say, oh, hey, you know what, do it, and then you can stay here for 24 hours or something. Either way, I'm getting a phone call, so toodle pip.